It's off exit 10, presented by Capital District Sport and Fitness.
There's a video of LeBron talking about how Kobe, because he knew like LeBron watched so much film and like whatnot. He like had the signal, and you see it all the time in a lot of Kobe videos where he's like this, and LeBron thought it was a play for like 5 years. And then there's a video of him at the Olympics. He's like, "Yeah, I learned that was just get the fuck out of the way. I'm gonna take this shot and go." And that's what it was. It was like, just get the fuck out of the way. It's my turn.
That is fucking ridiculous. I love Kobe though. Kobe's my guy.
I love Kobe. I love LeBron. Like, I love that. I love seeing the old videos of them like with the Olympics when they were just like chucking it up and like
didn't matter,
laughing and like having a good time. And you're like, yeah, these guys like each other. Like,
they loved each other.
They were competitive, but they liked each other.
Yeah, I wish they played together.
Yeah, or I wish we got that finals that we were supposed to get.
Which would have been Cleveland and LA.
Cleveland and LA, but it ended up being what?
Celtics?
Orlando and
Orlando.
And who'd they play? Was it Orlando, LA?
Yeah, it was Orlando, LA.
Yeah.
And then what is it? It was Dwight Howard, Jameer
Nelson.
Yep.
Michael Pietrus. I believe.
The Kobe stopper. That didn't work.
Nope.
I'm trying to think who else was on that team.
Him and Raja Bell were the two Kobe stoppers.
Yeah, Raja Bell. I'm trying to think. There was someone else on that team.
Was Hito on that team?
I think so. Hito,
Hito?
the big guard.
Yeah, the original, like one of the original European three-pointer shooters.
On the Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him. You had like Peja Stojakovic when he was on the Kings. Legends.
Yeah, legends. Are we good?
We're
rolling.
We're
rolling. Oh,
yeah.
my bad. I didn't even know.
I started off with the Kobe and LeBron thing. So now go ahead. What do we got going on?
So all right. So I'm gonna start this off hot. I don't care what anyone says. We need to split up private school championships and public school championships in New York. I don't care what anyone says anymore.
I've been saying that since 2008.
So. because you'll get schools just running into a CBA or another private, and
I don't care. I've had some success. Scholarship athlete, played a little pro. Cool. I don't want to see CBA go against Niskayuna. It just doesn't make me happy anymore. It's just like, yo, these kids are recruited, and it doesn't mean anything to me.
Because you're dealing with the recruitment.
Yeah, exactly.
Of athletes specifically. Are they recruiting specifically for a sport?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they can say no, but they are. I don't care what anyone says.
In legal terms, you can't, but that's what's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to have a 6'8" guy that just so happens to live in Albany come to CBA out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it make sense. I don't understand why everyone else has public and private, and yet New York is still stuck on this Section 2.
And especially because when you look at what it's called the New York State Public High School Athletic Association State Championship.
Yeah.
Public high school.
Public.
And it's funny you brought that up because Mike and I...
We ran into this personally.
My senior year, we went to States.
Yeah.
For baseball.
The semifinals, we played private school, JFK Catholic.
CBA Syracuse.
No, that was the finals.
And the finals was JFK.
Yes, you're right. CBA Syracuse. Then finals was JFK Catholic.
Jesus.
Both private schools.
And did you guys win?
We won the first game, lost the second game.
How'd that make you guys feel?
Well, they kind of fucked us over.
We got fucked up totally the whole time.
First because we were playing privates, like Little Chatham.
Yeah.
And then because we had to play a doubleheader. So JFK had won the day before and was sitting.
Why?
I don't think they do this anymore because of us.
Yeah.
And was sitting. We had to wake up, play at 10 o'clock. Ended up being a 10-inning game.
With a rain delay.
With a rain delay.
Jesus.
We win that, and then they're like, have a hot dog and some like fucking orange slices, and you're playing in like an hour. Yeah. And then that was the state championship after that.
5-3. That's what we lost.
I promise I wouldn't have left the field. You're dragging me off the field, brother. Like, I'm fighting everyone out there. That is insane.
Yeah.
So that's losing. See, we lost in a state championship. We were making our state run with Columbia. I forgot who we ran into, but we ran into a private school, and I'm like, well, this isn't fair. Yeah. Like,
Paul, Google why though. Is there any reasoning why that's a thing?
I know that I think only Section 2, and there's only a couple sections because I think Western New York doesn't do it public and private. Like, they do it split.
Well, New York's going to have to because you run into the schools when you're out of the section, like we did.
That might be new because Syracuse, we had CBA Syracuse.
Yeah, CBA Syracuse. Yeah, I guess that's West. I guess, I'm sorry, Buffalo does it differently than I think all the other places, which is crazy. But, like, CBA Syracuse should not be playing Shen or anybody else that's local. I hate Shen. I hate him to death. And, sorry for all my Shen listeners, but I hate every athlete that walked through that building. We are not friends. You guys absolutely whooped me my whole high school career. I have no love lost for you. And I don't want you guys to go against a private school. I just don't think it's fair.
Is there a reasoning, Paul?
Says because the New York State Public High School Athletic Association is a voluntary nonprofit organization that includes public, I don't know how to say that word, and private schools.
So maybe they donate some money?
Yeah, just donate some money, get a free championship, I guess.
But no, I worked in Massachusetts for a lot of years before I moved back here.
Yeah.
And they were split. They were split. Public would play their own, sectionals through states, and so would private. Then they had this thing called like the Super 8 in Boston, where they would take the top 8 schools, public, private, all different sizes, rank them, and then they would play each other.
That's sick.
That's sick.
I think it'd be cool to do like you have the private schools, public schools, and then you do like the champion of each one plays each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that would be cool.
100%.
I'm okay with that.
LaSalle sucks now. I don't think they're good. Sorry to my LaSalle people. I'm really just firing.
You're just throwing bombs. I love it.
Yeah. So LaSalle always sucked. It was never a good school when I played either. And they're a private school. And just because they suck doesn't mean that they should play public schools. Like, you suck, go play private schools and get beat.
Like, they were good at football when we were in school. I don't know anything else that they were good at, but when we were in school, they were good at football.
They were all right, but they didn't beat us, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, but the whole high school sports is just a whole nother animal now.
Yeah, and that I'm starting to realize that. I mean, even when it comes to like shirts, like moms want shirts for their kids. It seems like the giant craze right now is insane. Like, the amount of times I run into a soccer mom or, a super mom, and they want something for their kid. I'm like, back then, this was never like even possible or being able to do. And it wasn't like as big as it is now. It's crazy. There's like Instagram accounts for kids that are playing baseball and football. It's insane.
That's crazy. But I mean, that's just part of you do NIL stuff?
Yeah, so we do some NIL stuff, and it's. Is
it tricky or no?
It's tricky depending on what state you're in. So I think Florida and Texas, you're allowed to use high school names. But we can always, like, if a mom or a dad comes to us and it's like, hey, can you design something for my son? I'm allowed to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not selling it for profit. That's what you can't do. And that's also something tricky too, where it's like, if they want to sell this to their friends and family, like, technically that's NIL. So like, I'm like, you have to come collect all the orders and then come to me, because then it's not an NIL problem. It's like, hey, you're buying a batch of shirts.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's not like something where I can just put on the website and be like, hey, this high school athlete, which I think would be cool, and I think they should open it up. I don't see the negatives behind it, as long as it's not a company should be able to endorse, but not be able to make decisions for the kid. And I think that's where it gets a little tricky.
But you do college NIL too.
Yeah, college NIL. That's a lot easier. And the thing we run into the most with the college NIL is every agent thinks that their kid is the best. And I love agents. We have a great relationship with a lot of agents, but your kid is a second string cornerback, he's probably going to sell 3 shirts, all right, to his mom, dad, and his sister, all right? And I'm not going to be upset with you, but it takes me 13, 16 hours to draw this, and we're already behind the ball. If I just paid myself $20 an hour, right, that's, let's just say 13, so $260. Each shirt I sell for $40. So I have 120 out of 260. I'm already in the whole 140. You know what I mean? Like, and then I also have to pay you out. So it's like, all right, so I paid you out. Let's say they get 20% of 40. So what is that? 5? Was that 10? 5.
Paul's the math 10,
20% of 40?
Yeah, 5, right?
$8.
$8. All right, $8. I was way off. Fuck me. $8. So they would have got $24 off of my 120, so you know what I mean? We're looking at
just not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to explain that to people, and like a lot of people are like, oh, well, he's going to sell a lot more. And I'm like, when? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we just got to be realistic with the expectation and what we do.
Right.
How have you learned over the years, like knowing what shirts are going to sell, where it's worth to print in bulk?
You never know unless it's like a really big player, but it's taking just previous data. We always look at like, all right, so we know Aaron Judge is going to sell. You know what I mean? It's just like making a good graphic for it. But like when it comes to the NIL space, it's all right. How many followers does this kid have? Has there been any case studies? Have we seen him sell this, and this on his Instagram? No. Okay. So then why would I make a bulk of 50 shirts? We'll print on demand in our whole store ourselves anyway. So there's not a risk for us. But the biggest thing is just getting our money back on the time we put into it. And that's why we're very selective with our NIL. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, and it's no disrespect to players because I was a backup too in my career too. So it's like, being a backup doesn't mean you get a shirt, but maybe that's what you're working towards. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe to be a Planet Euphoria athlete, like it's something special to us. So we just got to always put that in perspective for people.
You've been in your shop for a year now? I feel like you were like just getting into it when you were on here last.
Yeah.
It wasn't even open yet.
Yeah,
Right?
it wasn't even officially open. So yeah, we're officially, I think a year and a couple months, I think 1 or 2 months into our new shop. It's amazing. It's been a fun time. Let's see, what's some things that our roof leaked. We've had some electrical problems. So anything that you can probably run into that you guys probably did with this shop probably happened there.
How much is on you versus the landlord when something goes wrong?
I didn't sign the best agreement.
Yeah, I've learned that.
Yeah, so it's a lot on me, but you know what I mean? It was a learning lesson, and we're going to move past it in the next lease.
Yeah, well, in here, it's anything interior is me.
Anything interior?
Anything interior.
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't buy that heater, but that heater goes.
It's
That's
on you.
on me.
That's on
Like
you.
that one did.
So we moved to our other heater.
That one went. So we said, and
We'll
let's
just
save
use
some
the
money.
other
We'll
one.
use this one.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother layer to business, right? Because you
Yeah.
have to have like I'm doing my margins on my shirts, but now
Yeah.
it's like you have overhead of a
building.
of a building.
Yeah, you got to take care of it. So, I mean, that's always something where I didn't put into factoring in my shirts, but now I do now. So we're more selective of how we pick and choose who we're going to do and how much we're doing and how much licensing we're taking on. We got backyard baseball.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, so
How did that materialize? Because that is straight nostalgia. That is hours of me on my parents' like Windows 98,
Yeah.
just like hammering.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Backyard baseball, I mean, they're an amazing team. Lindsay, Zach, Chris, Teddy, I'm trying to think, Liv. I want to shout out everyone on that team. I mean, they're amazing. If I forget somebody, please don't kill me. You know what I mean when they hear this. But everyone over there is amazing. Actually, Chris hit us up and he saw us on Instagram and was like, hey, I want to, do something together. I was like, dude, I didn't know the backyard baseball was coming back. So he hit us up. And I was like, all right, this seems pretty cool. And then our first drop came and it was amazing. And we just kind of kept going with it. And now we just, whenever we need something done, we just do it for them. So it's sick. Those guys, I think it's going to be the biggest thing. They just did a YouTube episode. So they just dropped an animated series.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
I will make my announcement now. If Lindsay doesn't put me in season 2 for voicing a character, I will stop making shirts. So
It doesn't need to be you. You just got to voice it.
I just got to voice it. Yeah, it doesn't need to be me. Like, I just need a cameo.
You'd
2
be-
seconds.
You'd be a good voice for backyard baseball.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just give me a little kid, a fat little black kid, and I promise you I'll go crazy on that. I would go crazy. That's all I need.
Because then was it? Well, no, it wasn't backyard baseball. It was something else where some other kids thing where Aaron Judge, was it Paw Patrol where he made like a
Yeah.
It's the Rubble one. It's the Rubble spinoff. I watch so much Paw Patrol with my kid.
Listen, I get it. But yeah, I need like a 2-second cameo, and that's all. Like, just give me 2 lines, and that could be my acting career, and then I can put it in IMDb. And it's like voice credits. You know what I mean? It just adds to the resume. So that's all I need from that.
Yeah, who would you do now if there's a current character? I'm trying to think.
I think Mikey's taken.
Ernie Steele.
Ernie Steele.
It's like porn names. Ernie
Yeah,
Steele.
that is. If Mikey's not taken, I forgot if Mikey's taken or not. But if Mikey's not taken, I'd probably take Mikey. I just need like an asthmatic black kid, and I promise I could play that very well. That'd just be like me as a kid. Like that was legitimately me. Like they called me Cleveland Jr. as a kid. Like let me be that character. That's all I can ask for.
Wait, why Cleveland?
Because
Family Guy.
Family Guy. You know Cleveland Jr. He's just a bigger black kid. I'm gonna send you guys a picture of me.
Anthony, I've seen a picture.
Yeah. It's spot on.
It's pretty fitting.
Yeah, no, listen, I don't hate it. I didn't disrespect it, you know?
Now when I think about the picture can think about that I saw of you, I was like, that's Anthony?
Yeah.
And then
I gotta pull it up too.
Because I deactivated my Instagram and whatnot. I haven't been on that in a couple weeks.
Did your IG get hacked?
Yes, so that's been a big problem.
Was that stressful?
Very stressful because you go from 30K to nothing.
I saw it happen, and my stomach like sank.
Yeah, when I saw it happen too, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, I mean it's something that we're still trying to work on.
Like trying to get it back.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, it's so tough. There you go.
Buddy.
Show him. That's Cleveland Jr., brother.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, kids are mean.
Yeah,
but like I can
pinch and zoom it for me.
I can see why they Cleveland Junior'd it.
Yeah, no. It's my friends. I mean, so yeah, it's Cleveland Jr. It's okay. I call it what it is.
Yeah. But the IG though.
Yeah. That was brutal.
My sister's got an account with 20-something thousand for her business, and she got hacked last year.
Yeah.
And stressful.
It's stressful.
You just went to log in and it was...
Yeah, and then we were like, hey, you can't log in. I was like, so we contacted them. We're still working with them. We have some good friends at V-Friends and like Gary V.
He probably's got good cybersecurity people, right?
Yeah, so they're trying to actively help us now. We did it without them in the first half, like the first 4 months. But that was because our Meta Pro was like, hey, we'll take care of it. And then it just...
Dude, listen to this. When my sisters got hacked, this was last fall.
Yeah.
Same shit. Logged in, whatever, hacked. And I saw it because somebody posted a picture on her account, and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Hacked. And my dad's friend is a big cybersecurity guy or one of his clients.
Yeah.
So we get a hold of him, and he goes, did you message Meta? And she goes, yes, nothing back.
Yeah.
And he goes, if Meta doesn't hit you back relatively soon, there's like low-end employees in the back end of Meta that are working with hackers just trying to skim money on the back end.
Yeah.
He's like, so the hacker's going to probably message you on WhatsApp, and you're going to have to negotiate for it back if you want it back.
Yeah.
The guy messages her on WhatsApp, starts talking. He's like, you got to be nice to the guy. Just be nice. At some point, he's going to ask for money, and you're going to have to negotiate. He asks for crypto, and they start negotiating, and I think... worked it to like $1,000 in crypto, sends the guy the crypto, sends her account, and goes, just turn on two-factor, I'm sorry, and like done. Fucking crazy.
That's insane. I wish that somebody did that for me. Just send it back.
Hey, somebody message Anthony from,
please,
from Meta
send me.
that wants a little extra money.
Yes, please. Like also, there's services in there. There's one that we use. We paid like $500 to try and get like this service done. It didn't work out. But there's another one that's like $5,000, and I'm just
where do you draw the line?
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, dude, is it worth $5,000
right.
to get our account back? Like, I don't know. Like, that's a tough.
Do you feel like you lost sales because of it?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, especially, you lose the trust that you have in like all those customers, and then you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, great point.
We have all the photos of us with athletes and stuff that's not saved. But then, like I said, like our biggest post on there could easily been over 1,000, and then likes and stuff like that. And then right now, I think our biggest one has like 250. You know what I mean? So it's like a trust. You lose that trust factor, and then all that buildup of all those customers and everything like that. So that's kind of like where we are.
Yeah, that's big adversity, but I guess, then you just...
Yeah, we just keep building out. I mean, it's an adversity for sure, but it's something that we can just keep building on and like learn how to use social media. I'm not a big social guy. I post my funny videos and like do that, but I'm not on there to gain followers or anything like that.
I think you realize that once you actually own a business, because me, before I owned this as like a young 20-year-old trainer, you see the internet and like how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay.
I'm old as shit.
Paul's
35, so.
I'm 34. I'm 34 then.
Mike needs to know my age to figure out.
Yeah, that's how we got
it. Yeah, I mean, I went through the whole, like, you got everything from blogs. I got my internet education, my fitness education from blogs. I got my music from blogs. And then I watched everything shift to social media. And you see all these guys you follow have big followings. And you go, that's what I want. I want to have a huge following. I want to, like, speak across the country. I want to, like, have courses and write books. And then once I start this, I go, none of that matters. What matters is I'm driving money through this door so I can keep this thing going.
Yeah.
And I guess for you, it's different because it's e-commerce. It's like more of a direct click the link on the page and you can buy a product.
Yeah.
For us, it's actually have to walk through the door. So maybe more valuable to you.
I think for the most important is I don't really care how big I am as like a person as much as like the business is big. So like, you know, whether I'm in front of the camera or not, they say this all the time, like whatever drives more money and more attention to it, I don't care. Like, it's not more about the money thing, but it's more about the, hey, can people see our art? You know what I mean? Like, that's what makes us different as a business in general. I mean, obviously, byproduct is the money, but it was the same thing we talked about first podcast. Like, we put art on shirts. That's what we do. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest goal for us every time we do something. Now, does that mean that we can just put art on shirts and charge $1? No, I mean, I gotta keep my doors open. So that being said, I always make sure that I can go do this, and this, but I can always be happy because I'm putting the best product out there that I think I can do on a shirt. And that's the biggest goal for me.
Did you, when you were younger, felt like though you wanted to be a person, like have a big following and have this type of celebrity?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely thought like, having a following was important and being able to do that. And I also have a bigger following than I think. Like, there's times where I get stopped and I'm like, I don't know who the hell this person is. You know what I mean? And it's not just 518. I was just out in, trying to think where I was. I was out west somewhere, and they knew who I was right off the rip. And then it was kind of cool. They're like, oh, Mr. Euphoria. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? Who the hell are you? You know what I mean?
Yes, that's me, but who?
Yeah,
who are you?
Who? And then also when we went to, what was it? The baseball Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Fame game, but the All-Star game last year. We walked into a giant baseball store. I forgot what it is down there. It's Better Baseball or something.
That was at City?
No, it's at Atlanta. It's in Atlanta, but it's not in like the Atlanta field.
Okay.
It's like one of the shops outside of it.
Yeah, and it was cool as hell. I walk in and there's a kid wearing a shirt, an old one too. It's like the one where I physically drew the number on, and it's just like that's cool as hell. He's like, yo. I was like, oh shit, that's an old shirt right there, brother. So I went to the car and grabbed him a new one of something different. But it's like things like that, just walking around. I've seen my shirts all over the place, and it's just really cool to see that.
Well, I still remember when we had you on the first time, and shortly after that, or like maybe the day before you were coming on, a kid walked in with one of your shirts on, and I was like, that's a Euphoria shirt. We're having him on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got it. He had like a TikTok sale and like da-da-da. And I was like, all right. So it's really cool when you see how far it reaches, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I'm all the way across the country, and somebody knows who I am.
And that's the coolest part about it, is seeing how far I do reach and how many people I do come in contact with, not even knowing. And it's incredible. Like I can go to a gym in the 518 and I see someone who's wearing a shirt and I'm like, that's sick. You know what I mean? Or I go out in Vegas, there's people that were talking about our shirts when we went out to Vegas 2 weeks ago for our licensing event. Lids came over and we were talking about this off air, but the Lids came over. He's like, dude, we love your stuff. We've been seeing your stuff everywhere. We have your shirts. We need to make something happen. You know what I mean? And then it kind of, materialized, and we have an offer and a deal kind of set in place right now. And it's going to be huge in that moment, but you realize how many people see your stuff on a daily. So it was pretty cool.
We grew up on Lids.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I would go to the Lids store.
That's where you get your hats.
Yeah.
Every time I went to the mall, I would go to the Lids store, whether I was buying a hat or not.
Yeah, you got to check out the new hats.
I got to go check out the new hats.
I had a hard time because I'm a 6 7/8.
Yeah.
They don't always have a 6 7/8.
I was never a number guy, so I don't even know what my number is.
I mean, with
Oh,
your
for like a fitted, you're saying?
I can never get a fitted.
I mean, with your hair, you're probably like a 9.
Yeah, 9.
But without your hair,
7 maybe.
Maybe like 7 and 7.25.
Okay.
I think that's what I was, a 7.25, 7 3/8, something like that.
Yeah, I'm usually a snapback or the one that like adjusts.
Like the dad hat type thing.
Yeah, I'm a big dad hat guy.
You are a big dad hat guy. Now I think about it.
Yeah, I'm a big dad hat guy. If I can be, I'm a dad hat guy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Isn't the Johnny's hat a dad hat?
Yes.
Well,
that one's a dad hat.
How long with this hairstyle? I like this hairstyle.
This one I'm at year 4 of growing my dreads out, and it might be time to go.
Yeah.
It might be time. It's getting a little long. It's getting a little crazy. And last time I let it go for about 8 years before I cut it, but it might be time to go back to the fro. Or I might Jerry curl my hair.
Hey.
I'm really thinking about Jerry curling it and calling it 80s, 90s.
Why not? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It fits the vibe,
the vibe of the shirts, you know what I mean? And I can just, wear hats whenever I want, can sleep without having this bother me. So,
yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be tough at night.
Yeah, no, the pineapple is tough to keep up with, and it's definitely brutal. I give everyone
That's what this is called, the pineapple.
I'm calling it the pineapple.
It's like
I can see it.
Is it like the Weekend kind of look?
Yeah,
back in the day?
100%.
Yeah.
Like I got somebody I post some TikToks and they get pretty popular. I got somebody said what do you call me? The Swole Cole. Like the Swole J. Cole. That one made me laugh.
That was good.
That was a good. And then I get Weekday a lot. Okay. You know what I mean? Because everyone thinks I'm the Weekend. So I was look, the Weekday.
Yep.
I'm like, listen, motherfucker. He's 3 years older than me or something. Well, actually, I think he might be older.
You also, if you're the weekday, that means that you got 5 days. He's only got 2.
Yeah, he's only got 2. I got 5 days of girls. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's got 2 days of girls. You know.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. It sounds better. His music, his singing is a lot better. I will say that.
Yeah, listen, we can't all be him.
No, exactly. But we're trying. We're trying. But everything else, I think I might be a better artist. His acting, I love The Weeknd. Listen, The Weeknd. If we ever get a chance to work together, your acting isn't the best. But goddamn, you can make any song in the world.
Yeah,
I'll say that. I'll say that. There's no hate there. There's no hate. I hope I get into a movie with you, and I'm gonna just put this out in the universe. Me and The Weeknd need to be in a movie together. I'll be the stunt double.
I was just gonna say that.
You know what I mean? I'll just be the stunt double.
Then you'd have 2 things on your IMDb.
Listen, 2 things. What? Backyard baseball voice, 2 lines, and then The Weeknd's stunt double. That'd be sick.
Who are you trying hard to do it? A Tyler the Creator? You were pushing hard?
Yeah, Tyler the Creator.
Any success or no?
No success. Tyler the Creator needs to hit me up right now.
You were tagging him all the time.
Every day. I still might go back to it because I just want him to use my design. That's all I ask.
Yeah. What have you been listening to lately?
Lately? All right, so.
I mean, we got the J. Cole album coming up.
Yeah, so I'm very excited.
Can't wait for that.
I'm very excited. So for the people at home that are listening and can't see me, I am half black and half white, all right? So my white side is very happy right now. Noah Khan is coming out in April. So I listen to extremely, extremely white mountain music, and that is Noah Khan right now. Okay. I'm in a Noah Khan phase. I love Noah Khan, and that's what I'm going with first. I've been listening to Joji because I'm in my little emo depression stage too as well. Mm-hmm. So Joji, Noah Khan.
Joji.
Yeah. Do you know who Joji is?
I feel like is Joji a guy or a girl?
It's a guy.
Does Drake feature him on something?
I don't think so.
Is he Japanese?
Yeah, he's Japanese.
Yeah, maybe not.
He was Filthy Frank. Have you ever watched those videos in YouTube? Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, he's hilarious. But Joji, he's got some sad music, but good, very good. Let's see, who else have I been listening to a lot? I've been trying to get back into Lil Wayne. So I went back and listened to the Carter 6. I don't care what people say. It was still good to me.
There's some good songs.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to it again because
I only listened to the first song. That's what I'm like back in rotation.
Yeah.
King Carter, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, King Carter. It's actually pretty good. I'm like, yo, there's actually some heat there, and I'm shocked.
Yeah, because when you first listened to it the first time, you're like,
this isn't Wayne.
What happened?
Yeah, where do we drop off of? I'm trying to think. Oh, also, listeners, if you guys got something, hit me up on the side. I need new music. Like I feel like rap hasn't been good lately. I don't know what's happening. I'm not somebody that's gonna listen to Young Boy.
Nope.
That doesn't impress me.
You feel like you're too old for that, or just not for you?
That just doesn't impress me.
It's both. Like
Yeah.
I can't relate to his music at all. I'm trying to think like
the only new artist, rap artists I feel like I listen to regularly, JID.
Yeah, JID's good.
I still bump Big X the Plug.
Yeah.
Because he's just such a good
Oh,
vibe.
you know who I was in like their top 2% of listeners
yeah, this is
to?
crazy. You might not even know who this guy is.
I've been on a fucking tear for a year of this white tatted guy from Boston, Millie's.
I do know who that is, though. That is good.
I was like a top 2% listener.
Listen, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Dude, anytime he'd come out of the office and we'd start working out, Millie's would come on first. That'd be the first. Like,
really?
Every time.
You like him that much?
I feel like he's this combo of like macho, but also like very sad.
Yeah.
And it's like the perfect combo for me.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah, which is why I think I'm into him.
Listen, there's nothing wrong. I've listened to Honest Av or Anis. I don't know what his name is. He's pretty good. Honest Av. He's a white boy from the South that he's like rap punk. It's kind of weird. I've been in like really different music lately, and it just kind of flows with the art. You know what I mean? So whatever's feeling.
I feel like especially in your line of work, you kind of got to go with.
Do you listen to music while you're drawing?
Yes, yeah, all the time. So anytime I'm like designing or anything, I have to listen. I'm one of those weirdos that needs to listen to music 24/7. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like if I'm doing any type of work, I usually need to have music on just to keep me flowing.
I'm very similar to that. Like it's very rare. Like I could be doing like chores around the house. Music's gonna be on. The only time I'm not, like, even if I'm watching a game, a lot of times I'm going to have music on because I'm like, I don't need to listen to you talk. Like, unless it's Greg Olson. Like, if Greg Olson's talking about football, I'll listen. But, like, I don't need to listen to Tony Romo, Chris Collinsworth. No, give me some music and, like, call it a day and whatnot. I remember there was one time my roommate, and Pierce that works here, we were watching a game, and we had the music on.
Yeah.
And Pierce goes, "You guys mind if we listen to the game?" And we go, "Sure, dude." Like, just your house, dude. Your house. Yeah. But it was just funny because now we use that as a running joke for him. Like, you want to listen to the game?
Yeah. Do you guys care who's broadcasting? So like I don't care. Like it just doesn't matter to me.
Depending on football, I care.
Football, you care?
Football, I care. I can't do. I like Greg Olson. I actually do like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I love Kirk Herbstreit.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't do Chris Collinsworth. And I used to like Romo, but they're too gimmicky and like doing like too many one-liners, and I feel like they're not analyzing the game the way that like Greg Olson or Tom Brady does. Yeah, no, I can definitely hear that. I just, like I said, I'll either just mute it or play music, or I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I drown it out. You know what I mean? Like I mute it a lot, but like if depending on who it is, like I would prefer to listen to like Greg Olson or Tom Brady or Kirk Herbstreit. I said, give me Kirk Herbstreit and Mike Tirico, and I'll be so happy. So happy. Listen, nothing wrong with that.
This episode of Off Exit 10 is brought to you by Mark Pro, the recovery tool of choice here at CDSF. Mark Pro is a portable, easy-to-use muscle stimulator we utilize to enhance recovery, prevent overuse injuries, and ultimately boost the performance of our athletes and active adults. Unlike a traditional TENS unit, the Mark Pro doesn't just mask your pain. Its patented technology works to improve circulation, flush lymphatic waste, and reduce soreness. The Mark Pro and Mark Pro Plus are used here at CDSF and trusted by players and trainers from all 30 MLB teams. Plus, the Mark Pro offers US-based one-on-one support for whenever you need help with how to use or when to use your unit. So recover like a pro by heading to markpro.com and using code CDSF for 10% off of Mark Pro, Mark Pro Plus, or Boost Pro Massage Gun. That is markpro.com. Use code CDSF for 10% off your order today. This episode of Off Exit 10 is brought to you by Bombas. Bombas makes my favorite pair of socks, hands down, alongside the most comfortable and durable underwear, t-shirts, and other everyday clothing staples. Their wide variety of sock lengths, colors, and patterns have you covered, whether you're working out, going out, or lounging at home. I love the merino wool blend athletic ankle sock for long days of coaching at CDSF and getting in workouts myself. And if I'm at home doing work around the house, you better believe I'm wearing my Bombas Sunday slippers with their comfy memory foam midsole. And when you buy from Bombas, you're also buying for those in need. For every item you purchase, Bombas donates one item to people in overnight shelters, transitional living facilities, rehab centers, Title I schools, and medical service professionals. Take my word, if you want to upgrade your sock game to one that's more comfortable, durable, fashionable, and charitable, Head over to the Bombas link in this episode's description to browse their full collection of everyday wear, and don't forget to use code CDSF20 for 20% off your first order. You taking Seahawks then?
100% Seahawks. 100% Seahawks, and that's not because of I think the Patriots are bad or anything. I just hate the Patriots. It's nothing personal. Besides, I hate them. You know what I mean? I wish nothing but despair for all their fans. I hope they buy my shirts. But besides that, I do not want any success for you or anything like that.
Who do you have patch shirts? Drake May shirt?
Drake May. We just dropped a Christian Gonzalez, and we just did a Rob Gronkowski one.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Gronk is good.
Gronk.
Because
you going to be able to do a Brady one, you think?
Yes, eventually we'll get back to the Brady one.
You have, we talked off air, NFLPA now and MLBPA.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. And now we're working with the Hall of Fames now to try and get all the players.
For both leagues?
We're still trying to get the NFL Hall of Fame, but yes, we secured the Baseball Hall of Fame, so we're going to be doing all those players, which is going to be sick. And they'll be at, Cooperstown. Mm-hmm. So you'll be able to pick them up right there in Cooperstown.
Are you doing anything NBA-wise?
We are starting to try to get our MBPA license right now, so we can do everybody. It's probably one of the tougher ones because you have to have an NBA license as well.
Okay.
So we're just going back and forth.
So you can't just have the NBA PA license.
Yeah, you have to have
NBA
both.
and
Which would mean what? An NBA license would be like the logos of the teams?
Yeah, and all the logos of the teams.
So you would need that first, and then you do the Players Association.
And then you do the Players Association. So that one takes a little bit. It's a big money commitment, so that'll probably be something we talk about in 2027.
Okay.
2026, we just really want to focus on baseball and NFL just because it would be our first year fully with both, and we want to see how the business runs like that. You know what I mean?
You have to pay them to get that license?
Yeah.
It's a one-time fee or it's an annual fee?
It's an annual. So I can't get into like real specifics about us, but it's six figures plus.
So you have to know, like, I'm going to do enough shirts with these guys to be able to obviously pay that and to make money.
So you have to make sure that you have enough for the royalties, and then make sure you pay out and keep things going.
Did you ever think like you'd be handling money like this? Like sometimes, like I have no, and neither does Paul, none of us do in here, have like any financial literacy background. And it's just like all of a sudden you're running a business and you're like, oh my gosh,
It's tough. I mean, I'll be very open and honest. There's like weeks where I see six figures, and then there's weeks where I look at my account and it's damn near negative. You know what I mean?
Like,
it's like, oh shit, I got $1.18 in my account right now.
I think as a small business owner, it's like, I think it's healthy to talk about that because all of us put on this facade.
Yeah,
like
100%.
I'm always great. Things are awesome.
No,
but it's like if you really strip it down, like it's hard.
No, yeah. Like I this whole last week has been brutal, to be honest with y'all, and it's just like I've had payments going out and we've had royalties and stuff like that. And it's like, I had like $200 in my account. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? It's like, but people on the outside are going to see like, oh, he's got this, he's got all these licensing. And it's like, there's other factors. Like I got to pay rent. I got to, you know what I mean? Make sure shirts, employees.
Yeah. I had a client in here tell me yesterday, well, that's why you make the big bucks. And I go, thanks for thinking of me like that. I didn't say it, but it's like, I'm working towards it.
Yeah.
I go, but I've got this thing afloat now, and I'm paying employees, and I'm taking what I can. Yeah. And it's like, I think it's as a small business.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be truthful and honest to everyone that this is year 2. I don't pay myself. I mean, I should. That's kind of like the next step, but like I don't even pay myself minimum wage. Like I'm just putting everything into the business, and then just if I need to go out to eat, I just fucking into business expense.
Dude, I didn't.
I was gonna say I remember when I started here.
I didn't pay myself until after COVID. So we opened, and I'm not saying this is like best business advice for kids that are listening, because people would probably tell you, no, do not go into something. I was fortunate because I moved in with my in-laws, so I had no rent, and my wife had a full-time job and benefits. So like very fortunate for that, which allowed me to do this. Yeah. But I didn't pay myself. We opened in 2018. Until after COVID. So probably when Paul came on, I started giving myself some money. So that's 2 years. Yeah. And I wish I did before COVID because they give it all those loans and shit based on payroll. And I didn't get anything because I never gave myself any money.
Exactly.
But yeah, dude, it is It is a grind, but you want to get to that spot where you're cutting yourself some salary.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I know that you go through the daily, grind every day, and eventually we'll be there. And I think we'll be there by the end of 2026. Truthfully,
are you like the sole owner?
Yeah, I'm the sole owner.
So that also, like, obviously, you don't have a salary coming in, but
if the
company profits or whatever, you can draw some money if you need to. And like you said, like a lot of if you need to go out to dinner or something like that, business expense.
Yeah.
How many artists do you have now that draw for you, or guys that work for you, help you in the shop?
Yeah, so I think total is like 11 to 12 total of artists and people that work in the shop. We go through, we try to get 10 to 12 pieces of art out every week. So like we're pushing a lot of things, and then we have to wait for them to get approved and everything. But I mean, that's our main goal. And then obviously we have to deal with all of our online orders and anything that comes in through that. But now with the wholesale, we're getting a bunch of stuff made overseas. So that's going to speed up a lot of process for us.
So on your wholesale, like lids in the future?
Yeah.
Or what other retail are you in?
So we're in Shields right now. We're in Dillard's. And then my wholesale manager deals with a lot of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're in a couple of smaller shops as well. And then we have our Dick's coming up. So that'll be huge. Yeah.
How many locations? Is it regional?
It's right now it's regional. So we'll be out in like the Midwest. So it'll be good once they see that it sells. I mean, we're very confident in our product, and that's what makes us why people like to buy from us, because there's no MOQ. So it's like, listen.
What's that mean?
So minimum order quantity. So a lot of bigger companies will be like, hey, but we'll work with you, but you have to buy 10,000 or 1,000.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we're like, hey, do a test order of 250. Come back to us once they're sold, and we'll show you how profitable they are. You know what I mean? And that's what we did with Shields, and now we're with Shields Corporate, so we'll be in every Shields soon. And you just have to go in with honesty and just be like, hey, listen, I know this is going to work for you, so don't take on a big commitment. Take on what you can, and then let that be the test. Let that show you like what we can actually do.
Are you doing more out there because you're local here, or is it more because of?
Is it harder to get in like Northeast stuff?
I don't know why, but it seems like the hardest place to get love is your own city.
Mm-hmm.
You always get love outside your city first before you get love inside. And I don't know
why is that, you think?
I don't know why. I think it's because they know you. You know what I mean? Like I still have people that are local that'll come and expect me to give them a giant discount because they know me or they do things. And it's just like, and if you know me personally, I'll always discount your stuff. I'll always, give you friends and family. But it's like, let me do that. Don't come in and ask for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think when it comes to being in like the 518 and something, and like the 518 is great. I'm not saying anything's bad about it. But the hometown needs to see love from outside to show you how great you are, to realize that like, oh, this is big.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also one of those things, and it bothers me, like especially in like the clothing industry. Is like you'll go spend $75 on a Nike hoodie, but you won't spend the $40 on a T-shirt for somebody that try to support them and help them grow. But you'll go the corporate company that isn't showing you any love or anything like that.
No,
so like I think that's also the tough thing is like,
but that's part of being in small business too.
Yep.
Like we talked about, you just understand like somebody needs to keep their business afloat. Somebody needs to be able to pay themselves. It's like to keep that going.
And it's tough. It's really tough, to be honest with you. I say this all the time. Like I wouldn't want my worst enemy to start a business all by himself without understanding the mental toll it takes on you some days, you know what I mean? And like there's weeks where it's just hell. Like you have to go through legitimate hell to make it where you want to go.
You were by yourself in the beginning?
Yeah, I did it all by myself in the beginning, and then I hired my brother, brought on my friend Mike, and then I brought on my cousin Brandy, and then that's like the core of
who did I meet when I went in the store?
You got to describe him.
We were talking about the Jeter conversation.
Oh, that's Mike.
Okay.
Yes, Mike.
I like Mike.
Yeah,
we have the same opinion on a lot of sports things.
Yeah.
I like Mike.
Mike's a good dude. So yeah, it's tough to like just making sure that they're good, we're good, and just making sure everyone's, happy.
How much have you had to learn about how you are as a communicator in all of this?
Yeah, I mean the toughest part is having the tough conversations. You know what I mean? And just I think that's with every business, because like there's people that'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, your wholesale price is high." So let's say I offered them a price of like $18.75 for wholesale, and they'll come straight back with us and be like, "We need 10," and I'm like,
that's quite a big gap
yeah,
right there.
it's a gap. I'm like, listen, if you can't meet us at 16, like we're gonna pass. You know what I mean? And that's the toughest part, is like when you openly have to pass on something, even though you think it's a good opportunity, just because they're trying to save some money here. And like we give them a full, like if you MSRP it at 45 or 40, there's a ton of room there. You know what I mean? And we're very open and honest on that. So when a company comes in and they're like really shrinking us down, it's like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not the relationship I want to be in.
Yeah. But communication with like people that are working for you.
Yeah.
Especially like the fact that obviously you said you hired some family, close friends and whatnot. And like we have the same thing here.
Dude,
It's
this
like,
has been my every week or month, or I feel like that is the biggest thing for me, is learning to be a better communicator with everybody in here about what we want done, being on the same page, even just like how we're feeling.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
how we're feeling. Like I get so stressed and I just kind of become, it's just like a dick. I don't listen. I'm not kind.
Yeah.
So yeah, like these guys had to pull me aside last month and just be like, hey.
Yeah.
well, and it's also one of those things like as somebody like, it's a lot easier, I think, for me to have any conversation with you because I've known you my entire life.
Well, think about this. It's like we're all friends. So you have this multi-dynamic where it's like Jordan's my brother, but also does this on the work front.
Yeah.
Dan, I went to college with. I've known him since I was 18 years old. Paul, I've known since I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
Connor and Pierce both worked out here as clients before they were employees. So it's like you have these like dual types of relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think with us too, like the reason why like I can have like a tougher conversation with Mike if it's needed, or Mike can have that with me, is because one, like I'm not your brother, so you don't take offense to it as like your sibling, right? I'm not like, I'm just like your friend that's like from the outside that you're like, that you've obviously trusted with a lot, and like same to you is like anytime you've ever had any tough conversations with me, it's like it's not like I'm taking offense to it. It's like, okay, this is what he's noticing, and like, or he's like, hey, you like, are you good? Like that kind of stuff. And I think that's big, is just checking in. Especially for you, like, too, is like checking in on your employees. Like, hey, how are you doing?
And getting over the nerves of approaching that conversation.
Yes.
Or recognizing the nerves and going, okay.
Yeah. 100%. And the big thing, too, also on top of that is like, hey, like your hours are going to be cut this week because we have less of this coming in. You know what I mean? Those are tough conversations I have to have.
I was going to say, that's a tough conversation.
Yeah. Where it's like, dude, like, I'm sorry. This is what's coming in. This is what we can expect, and I have like Justin, who's kind of my overnight guy. So there's weeks where I'm like, dude, like I only have 8 hours, and then there's weeks where I have 40 for him, and it's like I know that's super inconsistent. He's a good friend of mine, you know what I mean? And it's trying to get him to understand it's not taking it personal, and like I can't be personal to him, and just like, dude, like I got to keep the business afloat. We have things coming in. This is what we need to do. You know what I mean? And it's a tough conversation, but you need to have that conversation. And I'm working on. I have actually a life coach that helps me a lot, and shout out to Ron Renaud. But having those conversations earlier in like the process, and like that's kind of where I struggled, where I'd be like, all right, maybe I can find some extra work for him to do here. And then I would wait till Friday to be like, oh, hey, I have only 8 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So instead, I'll just do, hey, listen, I know this week is going to be kind of messy. I don't know how many hours we're going to have, but right now I can only bank on 8 hours. If we have something else come up, I'll let you know. You know what I mean?
Well, set a minimum expectation, right? Like give them that, like, okay, I know I have this for you.
Yeah.
And there might be more available. And I think you make a good point of having those conversations earlier. And I think sometimes in here with us, we wait too long to have those conversations.
Yeah. And then things are like, they're like bubbled up, and then they're unnecessarily bubbled up.
Yeah.
It's like tension that's unnecessarily
and you can feel it too in the gym. Like, like during like some of our hours, like if there's tension or anything like that, like people, people will walk in and they can feel it. Or like one of us will walk in the afternoon and you go, something's off.
Yeah,
like, and you just feel, like right away.
When you're around somebody for this long, this many hours, you know their energy. You felt it. You know.
Yeah, and I can feel it from my employees too. If like something's off or something's just not working, and then it's like just having that conversation, like making sure, and also the expectations that I have for them. Sometimes they fall flat, and I need to be able to be harder on them about like, hey, Mike, even though you're my friend, we need to make sure you're off your phone and actually doing this. You know what I mean? Or make sure you're actually putting shirts away or doing this. But that's tough. It's a very tough like back and forth that you need to figure out. And you can only do it unless you go through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no hiding it. There's no like faking it, or like you can't take a test and be like good at it. You have to go through the shit. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. And in my upbringing, I got none of that.
Yeah.
I got none of like, trying to think the best way to put it, how to understand my feelings and then be able to communicate that with others. And I've had to really learn through being in business and having to manage employees and friends in the workplace, and of course with a relationship as well. That too.
Yeah.
Well, and then with what we do, like for you, you're in front of consumers a lot. But like, a lot of the stuff happens, back in the back scene, right? Like you're in a lab doing your drawings, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like if you are not feeling like talking to people that day, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like for us, it's like I could be having the other day. I find out. So I was in a car accident 2 weeks ago.
Oh, Jesus. God bless.
I'm okay. Everything's good.
You can still play football?
I can still play football.
Are you still playing football?
There you go.
He is.
Yeah, I'm still playing.
I didn't do indoor. I needed to give my body a break. Plus indoor kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does.
But long story short, I thought my car was going to be repairable. I find out Tuesday while I'm here, I get a message, your car's a total loss. And I'm just like, shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like pissed, trying to like, all right, I got a coach. And then, there was times like, and like I said, people notice it. And, there was either a kid or an adult like, hey, everything okay? I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I just found out my car's totaled. So it kind of sucks, but we're going to still have fun. Let's do it.
Yeah,
and
let's go.
And so it's like, you have to turn that off a lot more with a business like this.
Did you see Paul's current car in the back when you pulled in?
No, I didn't.
I'll have to show you. It's like
the Scions with the little hamsters in those commercials?
That's what it is.
Are you dead ass?
It's like I'm Mr. Incredible in it.
You are gonna get so many girls, bro. I'm so jealous of you,
bro. It's and I got to fill a tire up every once in a while.
Hey, so at least it gets you here.
Yeah, it's getting me here.
That's all that matters.
So I got to buy a new car. But yeah, it's like Mike can't, we can't like necessarily go
turn
somewhere where we can turn off our like, and that's I think what makes it tough sometimes for us is like, shit, I'm going through some stuff. All right, walk through the door. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Big smile,
Yeah.
Whereas like sometimes I do wish we had like the opportunity to be able to just go, all right, today's a bad day. I'm gonna go in the office, do some paperwork, do some stuff. So, but one day maybe that'll happen, and we'll see. But for now, you just keep doing it and using our tools that we have.
Yeah, so that kind of leans on like the mental health and like for you guys. Like, do you ever feel like that takes a toll on you guys?
It's funny, we just talked about this the other day.
Yeah, ask him more specifically, go, because this is a good question.
Yeah, so do you guys, not just as a business owner, but as trainers, do you guys get a mental toll from dealing with clients all day and having to keep up your moods or having to keep up being, because I feel like you're not being able to be true you.
To me, it's twofold. It's just the general, I'm more of an introvert.
Yeah.
So it's the general battery drain of being in a loud, having a lot of different interactions in the day.
Yeah.
And then over the years, I've created this persona that I know how to flip it and turn the switch on when I'm with a client. I can create it. I'm happy. I'm super caring. I'm even if it's really hard for me that day, I've turned it on. And that drains me.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when like that dulls maybe for a little bit in here and somebody sees me that's just more in the middle, they almost think like, oh, Mike's like not being nice today because I've kept it at this level that's so high. So yeah, maintaining that persona and just the general drain because I'm an introvert.
Yeah. No,
it's challenging.
It's definitely tough.
Yeah, and I mean for me, like just yesterday, I had a speed agility camp, and like I'm, on for that last hour. I'm participating with them and whatnot, and like I literally left here. I was exhausted, mentally exhausted, and whatnot.
You got to get in your little scion,
and getting my scion. But like for me, you brought up like, you're not necessarily being able to be your true self. I try my best to be who I am going to be no matter where I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's just curtailing it based off of who I'm in front of. So like, if I have a kid I've developed this rapport with, I'm going to bust their balls. They're going to bust my balls. Like it's just going to happen, right? Male or female, right? But it's also understanding like, okay, who's this person? Like the other day, a girl came in and I'm usually able to, bust her balls a lot. She does the same thing back and forth. I could tell she had a rough day because I could tell she was probably emotional before coming in. I asked her, I was like, hey, and this happened to be the day that I found out about my car. So I was like, hey, you want to hear something as an adult that kind of sucks too? She laughed and whatnot. She's like, I just want to laugh today. I was like, let's work hard, let's laugh. And that's what we did. And so for me, it's more the social battery.
Yeah.
Like I leave here and my social battery is at like 0. So like for me to go out and like hang out with friends, things like that, sometimes that's tougher, but I'm getting better about just like, all right, dude, just go fucking do it. And then when I go do it, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But it's the energy to work up the energy to go actually do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like be more social and not as, because I am probably a little bit more introverted than extroverted. But like when I'm in a comfortable situation, it's a whole different story. Then I'm extrovert
100%.
all the way. But yeah, it's definitely, I'd say my social battery is the toughest thing that takes on it. And then, we had our meeting and like you get a little burnout. Like my workouts were suffering all of December and whatnot. And then I took off some time around the holidays, came back, and it was like reinvigorating. Like,
what's hard? I got a wife and kid at home, and it's like very comforting. I go home and they're there, and I chill, and I can just kind of like let the guard down and hang. I couldn't imagine trying a date while I'm doing this.
Sucks.
I kind of brought it up to Paul in our meeting the other day. I was like, "You good?" Because like just the time and the energy, I could not imagine having to then put in the energy that goes into having a relationship.
Yeah, it's tough. And it's something we don't talk about, especially as men. Obviously, the mental health part of our side, and that's kind of like what I focus on a lot, is just like making sure we're good as people. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we lose our human touch a lot of the times, and it's almost weird to be like good people.
Because why do you feel like we lose our human touch?
Because you have to put up a persona. It's like all those people that I work with on like influencers and stuff like that, like as soon as you meet them in person, like you can tell like who actually is just a normal person or who does this for, like who's real when they put the camera on and who's just putting something on. And there's nothing wrong with putting on a persona or doing...
Yeah, I think I said I put on a persona. I'm still the real me.
Yeah.
It's just like this
It's an amplified version
I've been doing this for so long, since 2010, and I was very introverted when I started, like afraid to raise my hand in class. So I built up this confidence during this first internship I had to be like, I have to be in front of people and talk. And I feel like, this really quiet Mike who was anxious and nervous about what people thought about him. Yeah, I've just built this confident person who can command a room.
Yeah. I totally get that, though.
If you want something good that talks about like that persona and everything like that, as a documentary, like the Alex versus A-Rod is literally about that. How like he was two different people. Like there was A-Rod and there was Alex. And like A-Rod was this persona, and like it came because a nickname was given to him, and then all of a sudden he kind of embodied it and like all this other stuff, and how it was a mental struggle for him even after he retired. And then, he had a therapist and everything, and like went and was able to like get through it. But like you do put on this, even athletes put on this persona because they feel like they have to and whatnot. And, I think you brought up a good thing, and that's something that we've even talked about, is just like, hey, just check in on each other more. Like, if you notice like somebody comes in and they seem a little off, like, hey, you good? Like, do you need a second? Like, whatever, just check on them, right? Because again, we have to be on 100% of the time when we're here.
100% of the time. And I do the same thing. I mean, there's Was, who is more sports related and more, just out there. And there's Anthony, like, So all my friends that are guys and, know me from sports and stuff like that, they'll call me Was. And then everybody that knows me as like an artist or girls or anything like that, they'll always call me Anthony. Very weird.
Mhm.
I've noticed it like throughout my whole life.
But do you feel like you are a different persona when you're the sports guy, or you?
It's not a different persona. It's different expectations for people.
Mm.
So Was is like, hey, hardcore sports, like get shit done, do all this. Anthony's more soft artist, and it's a weird place that I'm in because I'm doing art for sports. You know what I mean? So it's like both worlds combined.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on who you talk to, you're gonna be like, all right, Was is this type of person, or Anthony's this type of person, and it's weird. It's something like I have to navigate every day.
The supplement industry is like the Wild West. The lack of regulations mean the supplements you purchase may not even contain the ingredients listed on the label, which is why I get my daily vitamins and supplements from Thorne. Thorne vitamins and supplements are made without compromise. Quality ingredients ensure your body optimally absorbs and digests your daily supplements, while in-house and third-party testing ensure you're getting exactly what you paid for. Thorne offers a variety of health tests reviewed by board-certified physicians that evaluate your lifestyle, gut health, sleep, stress hormones, and metabolic markers to determine which vitamins and supplements may be most effective in helping you feel and perform better throughout the day. For college and professional athletes, Thorne has NSF-certified supplements that make sure you won't get pop positive on a drug test. Whether you're an athlete, professional, parent, grandparent, or weekend warrior, Thorne's selection of high-quality supplements can help improve your quality of life. Switch to Thorne's high-quality and extensively tested supplements today at thorne.com/u/CDSF. That's thorne.com/u/CDSF. This episode of Off Exit 10 is brought to you by Anchor and the all-new Anchor Pro, crafted to endure the most high-performance workouts without the high cost and space requirements of a standard cable machine. Named the best portable cable machine by Men's Health Home Gym Awards, Anchor provides the full functionality of a cable machine in one small space-saving unit. Designed with user-friendliness in mind, Anchor can simply be attached to any squat rack or placed on any wall in your home gym using its intuitive sliding track mount. With up to 65 pounds of resistance, Anchor is built for high speed and controlled exercises alike, from cable presses and rows to chops and lifts. The Anchor has been a game changer for us here at CDSF, and now you can enjoy the same professional quality cable machine in your own home gym by heading over to anchortraining.com and using code CDSF10 for 10% off your order today. Get all the benefits of a cable machine without the high cost and installation fees. Enjoy the portable luxury and space-saving performance of Anchor today by going to anchortraining.com and using code CDSF10 at checkout. That's anchortraining.com, promo code CDSF10 for 10% off your order today. This episode of Off Exit 10 is brought to you by Bombas. Bombas makes my favorite pair of socks, hands down, alongside the most comfortable and durable underwear, t-shirts, and other everyday clothing staples. Their wide variety of sock lengths, colors, and patterns have you covered, whether you're working out, going out, or lounging at home. I love their merino wool blend athletic ankle sock for long days of coaching at CDSF and getting in workouts myself. And if I'm at home doing work around the house, you better believe I'm wearing my Bombas Sunday slippers with their comfy memory foam midsole. And when you buy from Bombas, you're also buying for those in need. For every item you purchase, Bombas donates one item to people in overnight shelters, transitional living facilities, rehab centers, Title I schools, and medical service professionals. Take my word, if you want to upgrade your sock game to one that's more comfortable, durable, fashionable, and charitable, head over to the Bombas link in this episode's description to browse their full collection of everyday wear, and don't forget to use code CDSF20 for 20% off your first order.
It's almost like your music taste. You got
very black and white.
Yeah. So
listen, that's all it is.
Yeah, and I think for me, when I can have more trust in people and rely on that, the like softer parts can come out. Where when, does that make sense, Paul? Mm-hmm. When I'm like, oh my God, is everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing? Do they know what they should be doing? Are they getting done what they should be getting done for the day? It's like hard to just let a more relaxed soft me come out, because I'm just like, you got to go get this done. Are you not? Whether I'm vocalizing it or not, it's in my head.
No,
and then I'm
100%.
presenting that
and
way.
you know when he's like doing that because he's moving really, really fast throughout the gym.
Is that really a tell?
Usually.
Does everybody know that?
Or I don't know. Or you'll see him doing just like literally like random shit. All of a sudden I'll see him like he'll go over to the kettlebells, he'll just like turn the kettlebells a couple and then the dumbbells, and he's like just organizing everything. And I know it's just like he needs to occupy his brain and like because he's just trying to he's like, everybody's doing everything they need to do, but I need to do something. Like, I feel like that's what it is. It's like you just feel like you need to do something, even because you know everything's happening. You're like, all right, Pierce is doing this, Paul's doing that, Dan's doing that.
I'm resisting the like.
He's resisting the sense to sit the fuck down and take a breath.
Yes, Jordy.
Yeah, you're just like our dad.
He's got to be doing something. You know, it's not like a terrible thing. No. Like, it's probably better than like
unless it's hurting you, unless you're drained. But no, it's not hurting anyone else. But yeah, he's the same way.
Like, you just got to be doing something.
Yeah, but it is an unnecessary drain.
Mm-hmm.
It is. No, I do the same thing. So, like, if I'm, like, all my employees are doing something, like, they get mad at me because I'll just keep coming. Like, do you need anything? Do you need anything? You need me to help you with anything? You guys good?
You're like, I'm bored. I'm bored.
I'm trying to make sure it's all good. I'm trying to make sure everyone is good. And there's such a pace that you can go. Like, you can't outpace machines. So,
right.
I'm like, do you guys need anything? Are you guys good? And I'm like, Mike's like, you were just down here 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're right. My bad. I'll get away.
I think that's the best way to describe it for you. Is like, it's just like you're looking around. You're like, shit.
No, it's good to be aware of that, Paul, because I know I do it, but I don't think I realized why I was doing it.
I think it's more the fact that you're like looking around. You're trying to find something to go help either one of us or somebody with, and you're like, there's nothing for me to do.
Nothing.
What can I do? And then I see you. You know, he'll go into the bathroom and grab something. Spot mopping. That's the number one time I know when you don't have anything. When you have nothing to do, it's
Spot
when
mopping?
he's going around and mopping up or vacuuming, and I'm like, the gym looks kind of clean right now. But okay,
that's so funny because our dad. So we have a house painting business.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. If there's any little gap, dude's just outside like leaf blowing. We're like, we weren't hired for that. I don't know what we're doing. He just can't stop.
Jesus. All right. Good for him.
it's a good motor to have, though.
Yeah.
Can be.
Yeah.
Just high motor guy. That's all. That's all.
It's learning how to balance that and whatnot. But like at home, I'm sure for you, like you get a lot of shit done that needs to get done. You know, like
yeah, but sometimes to a fault in my relationship, just like to a fault with with me as a colleague in here. It has its pros and cons.
Seems like Mike, you mowed the lawn yesterday.
How much you talk to Gary V? Just occasionally?
We like Gary V himself.
Yeah, himself.
I would say probably once a month or so. It's not really him as much as like I'm dealing with his team or everything. Like
you do the V friends. That's your main
so
thing.
like I'll legitimately talk to them every day. But him maybe like once a month. But you know, he's somebody that I can rely on to, hey, dude, I need some advice or something like that.
And has he always come through?
Yeah, for sure. He's never like shied away or done something. Now he's a crazy busy man,
right? So
I don't expect my answer to be answered before somebody else's. You know what I mean? But you know, he has come through whenever I needed him to.
What's been the biggest thing you've learned from him?
His team, like if you have a good team, you can usually do anything. And I think that's something maybe he hasn't said like out loud. But it is something where if you have a good team, like anything is possible. Like if you just have those people around you, anything can happen.
What's crazy is shortly after you had like the Gary V thing, my brother-in-law is tattoo artist, comic book artist, went to Comic-Con in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Gary V went to his booth and like ran into him and then said he wanted to work with him.
That's sick.
And I was like, dude, that's so sick.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And he's like an artist and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And everything. So, but yeah, I was like, dude, I had told him like you had, just started like, had a thing with him and whatnot. So it was really cool just to see two people that I've, know and like I'm close with, like, meet somebody like that. That's.
Yeah. So my next question for Gary V that I'm going to ask him is...
So if you hear this, Gary V.
Yeah, if you hear this, Gary V, you can just answer. Is it better to show people the process of the Picasso or to have the Picasso done and then show people?
Whoa.
Like,
good question.
And that's...
You're talking about as presenting to the consumer and an audience?
Yes, for social. So like even if it's for social, and ASAP Rocky just talked about this, and I'm like, I get it, because like when somebody sees what we do, like the whole process, they're like, oh, I can do that, or I can do it cheaper, and I don't think they realize how much work it is to get that,
mm-hmm.
and maybe I'm showing too much of the Picasso, you know what I mean, of too much of the process. And I don't care if people think like they can get it cheaper or they can do it, or that doesn't bother me. But I also need to make sure that the brand stays at a level of standard and like expectation for people. So like if they say, oh, well, all it is heat pressing a shirt, which it's not. It's like throwing it in the machine and then heat pressing after. But like they see the heat press and they're like, oh, let me go get some blanks and do this, which is cool. Like I want them to do that and start their own brand. That's the whole point of this. But some people will be like, oh, well, that blank only costs $8 or $9. And then that costs only $6. You know what I mean? So like they'll try to price it out and be like, why am I paying $40? Right. When I can make the shirt for $23.
But what if showing the process of the Picasso, it gives more loyalty to the brand because it's appreciated more. Like, look what went into this. Look at the process. I understand what Anthony does more because I can see this.
I was going to say, I think there's probably a balance between it. And obviously Gary Vee will probably have a better answer than either one of us. Because I just think of like music. Yeah. And like the artists that I really enjoy. And like, I like understanding some of the process, but I don't need to know the whole thing. Yeah. Like I love how right now, like with J. Cole coming out with his album, like at some point I signed up for some sort of text notifications. Yeah. No idea when that happened. But like yesterday he dropped like this whole thing to his fans about explaining the album cover, like the process of the fall off and like all that. Like I enjoy that, but he's not giving me too much. Yeah. Right. So I think it's like that balance of like finding the right amount of the process to show without breadcrumbing it. You know, because I think the loyal fans do want to see, like, to me, when I see the process of like some of the stuff, it's like, holy shit. Like when I went into the store, I'm like, and I know I was like, oh, it looks like a, you know, like the printer ink stuff. I'm like, oh, it's like when I go to Staples for our printer, but I'm like, but it's not. Yeah. Right. And I'm like, yeah, I could buy that and make a do with that. But I'm like, time, effort, all of that goes into it. It's like, do I want to do that? And obviously I'm a business owner, so I kind of know a little bit more of that side of it. But like, like I think for me, like I enjoy seeing some of the process. I don't need to see all of it. Yeah.
Going back to I'm just thinking the energy thing, talk about personas. You know what I struggled with for a long time, and I'm just starting to realize this is what probably has drained me a lot more over the years, is boundaries. Yes, and creating 100%. Healthy boundaries. Not only, I'm saying separate from like the boundary of like I'm not going to answer my email after work, but the boundary of how I create a relationship with somebody. So that persona, Mike, when I was younger, wanted this person in front of me to really, really like me, so they would keep paying me because I needed money. Because I needed money bad because I was new and I wanted to make this career work. So I almost overly went in to create this bond. And the bond then to them was way stronger than what it was to me. Yeah. Because to me, this was just persona Mike trying to retain a client. Yeah. Where to them, it was like, wow, this person is like a very good friend, which seems kind of fucked up when I'm talking about it like that. Because I do really care about people. But it creates this boundary and this relationship that's different from one person to another. Yeah. And that weight drains me because you feel that over time. And I think part of me that I tried to change this past year, and then I went too extreme because I got really harsh to put up this wall to create this boundary. I went like to the other extreme. Yeah. Where does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's been learning. How to balance that. That's the best. I've been thinking about that. That's the best way I can put it.
It's very tough. And then I totally get like where I would cut my prices so people would buy. And then I realized like, one, I'm not making any money. And two, I'm creating a system where they're getting the most out of me and I'm not getting the most out of them. You know what I mean? And you got to set that relationship boundary of, hey, I always lean on three things. You can always do three things in any type of business. It's price, quality, and speed, you know? So I always tell a customer, especially a new customer, you pick two of those. So if you want price and quality, the speed's not going to be there. You know what I mean? If you want speed and quality, the price is going to be more. You know what I mean? And like those three things, and I'm not going to say I don't know who said that, but it really stuck with me and like kind of put things in perspective. So I present that to all my clients whenever we work with them, is like, what two things mean to you out of these three? You know what I mean? Do you want the best price, and do you want speed, or do you want quality? Because if you want quality and price, the speed is not going to be there. We're going to have to ship things from overseas so we can get that good price. We're going to have to use different inks. Like, there's a different process to it. So you pick two and let me know what it is. And that's it. You know? And then everyone's expectations are the same.
Yeah, that expectation is important. But does that make sense what I said? Like, if I just went into a relationship where it was just like more of a middle ground, right? I'm not trying to overly be this person's best friend. It's way more true, and it's way less draining, and it's way more of an equal relationship.
Yeah, 100%. I've done the same thing.
I think it's also tough too because, like, in a lot of ways in our field, we are pseudo therapists.
And that's
for a lot of
okay,
people.
but that comes with a boundary.
But at the same time, you have a boundary with your therapist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And I think sometimes it's tough for people in this setting to see that boundary and everything, because, you know, we might be sharing a little bit more than a therapist is going to share. One, to develop that rapport.
Yeah.
And like I've always said this, like, in order to get information from somebody, you got to give a little.
Right, but your therapist isn't telling you all their family
No,
issues, right?
no, right? Like, but they may use an experience to help you open up about something and whatnot. So like, it's different, but it's the same, and it's just tough because, like, for us, like, we have a boundary, but for sometimes, like you said, the client doesn't see that, and it's more about developing a rapport than it is about the, like, relationship. Like, I want to develop a rapport with everybody. I don't necessarily have to have a relationship with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong, there's certain people where, like, I have a little bit more of a relationship with, like, or a mentorship with them and whatnot. But that's also, like, through 3, 4, 5 years of, like, working with them.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Yeah. No, that's good. I like your Stranger Things shirts.
Oh,
Those are
I
fire.
appreciate you.
I'm not even a Stranger Things fan, and those are fire.
Listen, did you like the ending of Stranger Things?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. I liked it. I don't know why everyone was so up in arms about it.
I feel like they did what they had to do. They
Yeah.
they tied up all the characters and their stories and their relationships, and then they left it at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler, everybody's watched it by now. You make the call at the end.
Yeah, whatever you think happened to 11 happened to 11.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Like, who cares?
When I saw, like, people talking about it, like, and I saw that, I was like, oh, so it's like the end of Inception.
Yeah.
Like, you it's up to you whether or not
Do you believe
he was dreaming still or not.
Yeah.
You know?
So
So, because you
just-
don't know if that thing stops spinning.
No
idea.
Who knows?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Stranger Things is, and we're working with doing some other things that aren't sports. So, like, Stranger Things is something we want to do eventually and try to work with Netflix and some of their movies and stuff. But they do some great work, and I think it's aligning us with some movie companies and kind of doing, like, we want to do all, like, the Happy Madison or whatever.
Oh my God, I think I messaged you about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is this
actually.
just an idea, or is this in active
Oh,
pursuit?
we're in action. We're trying to get everything
Do you
going.
have the same
I'll buy
agent, the
every
same
single
agent
one.
that helps you with everything?
No, this one's not a same agent. I got to flip my headphones, but
You want to take them off, or are you
no,
good?
no, we're
Okay.
good. So it's not the same agent. This is something, like, usually what I'll do is I'll go out of my way to try and reach out to somebody, and then I don't have an agent per se, but we have people that, like, know other people and be like, hey, like, he's trying to get a hold of this, and then we'll use that to try to do the next
I
thing.
feel like that's
That's what it's about. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those ones, like, you know, obviously I'm a big Sandler fan,
Yeah.
but I feel like he's just like a person of the people. And
yeah,
so
100%.
like,
Let's
can't-
give the people what they want.
yes, Adam Sandler, we want some Planet Euphoria Happy Madison shirts.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, well, last year on this, we talked about the Pokemon shirts, and
Yeah.
even the Gengar, and here it is.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So we're just trying to figure things out as we go and keep things moving. I mean, it's always a nonstop, which I love, is like, what's the next project, which I think is cool. And seeing some big brands show some love to us and do projects with them is always going to excite me, no matter how big we get. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, maybe there is a Nike Planet Euphoria collab. You know what I mean? But it's just great to just work with everybody.
what's your current or your next bottleneck, you feel like, as you keep growing and you're doing more wholesale and more partnerships and more shirts on your own website?
Yeah, I think the current bottleneck now is just consistent cash flow, which is always, like, you know what I mean? It always switches up. You know, you can have a great month, a bad month. It just doesn't matter. But the biggest bottleneck I think we'll run into is our location and how big our shop is going to get.
To be able to print more?
Yeah. So eventually we're going to have to print more, and we're going to have more machines. So that means the electrical has to be better. We need a dryer in there. You know, there's just things that you need to get done.
Did you have to get special like electric just for your printers, or they work on like regular?
They work on regulars, but like we're at our capacity with like heat presses because they draw more power and stuff. So being able to find a building that can satisfy us on that point is just really important to us.
Yep. Yeah,
so
that makes sense. And it's like on your site, Jazz wearing one of your shirts.
Yep.
Do you know that's coming? If somebody sends it to you and you're like, so-and-so has your shirt on.
That was on Yankees Instagram, so I didn't know, which was sick.
That's sick.
That's sick.
Yeah. It was, you know, a lot of the things, like even Peyton Manning's son wearing our shirt and stuff. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like somebody sent us the Atlantic and they're like, yo, is this your shirt? I'm Peyton Manning and his son. I was like, yeah, it is actually. I didn't know he bought, to be honest. You know what I mean? So that's really cool to see. It's just like something that, you know, just kind of pops up. But that's how we know it's genuine. You know what I mean? We don't really seed too well. We just let people decide what they like and they buy it.
What's your favorite design from last year?
Favorite design from last year? Jazz Chisholm one was sick. Big fan of Jazz.
Do you have one of those? I bought one. Alyssa?
I bought it for my sister.
Okay.
For Christmas. Yeah,
there
she
you
loves
go.
Jazz.
Okay, perfect.
I love Jazz.
And me too.
Yeah. Jazz is great, and then I would probably say Cam Scattaboo one is probably one of my favorites, just because he had a great year, and then we were kind of first on the wave of Cam, so I'm gonna go with those two.
What's it like? Because you've done a couple music ones.
Oh, yeah.
What's the process of like being able to do that?
It's contacting the estates and everything. It can get kind of draining. This is kind of like the thing where families don't understand how much is gonna sell, because like it's like their family, like they want to do. But we do want to eventually just work with like Universal or something. Like
that's the easier move because they have rights.
Yeah, and just go through that versus, you know, a lot of the people that we did were dead or something like that, or we knew somebody in there.
Do you still sometimes now, and we talked about this last year, just let one rip, and if you get a cease and desist, you do, or are you trying?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah, baby. you thought those Stranger Things were licensed? Fuck yeah, let that rip. Netflix hit me up, and then guess what? Once you hit us up, we'll start working together.
That's not a bad initiative point of contact.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Let's start working together. No, yeah, you just let them rip. I mean, at the end of the day, it's art, and that's what I'm always gonna lean on.
What about with AI now and that? Like, that's dangerous. Do you use it at all, or are you fearful of the evolution of AI creating art?
Do I use it for office things? So like if I need numbers ran or something, yes.
On the art front.
On the art front, not really yet. That being said, am I afraid of it? Yes, because eventually you're going to see our art style just being AI'd. You know what I mean? Like there's eventually going to come to a point where AI is going to be so good where they're going to be able to get our art style down to a science and be able
sell
to
it at a crazy margin.
Yeah, and it's just like something we can't do. So I mean that's the hand drawn feel though. You know what I mean? Like it's different. Like if they're using AI for art, their products aren't probably good. So we have to be better in every other aspect, you know. But I mean, I would say we're probably 2 years away from them copying legit art that we do, and then being like, make this shirt into a Aaron Judge shirt, and it's our Jazz shirt, and then there'll be an Aaron Judge in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, it is scary and it sucks, but it's gonna happen, and we just got to be able to adapt, and also we're trying to get our art style. I don't want to say licensed, but trademark kind of.
Yeah, because how like for me, I've thought about doing this. I got an email from a lawyer sitting in my inbox. I just haven't really initiated the steps.
Yeah.
But to be able to trademark or service mark our logo, simple. The C, the D, the S, the star, laid out in this color scheme, simple. But an art design, that's tough.
Yeah. So, like, I call this heavy pen mark, so HPM, but it's not. Like, anyone can call this art style, whatever it is. And there's so many artists that do it, but like do it differently than we do. But that becomes a point, like, where's the line? You know what I mean? How do you trademark something when it's art? So it's tough. You know what I mean? Like, imagine going to Picasso and saying, like, hey, you can only draw this type of art style because the other art style's, you know, taken.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know where that goes. I mean, I think that's a 2-year situation.
Yeah, I guess that's why having a good brand is also important, because then it's like, well, I love this brand. I like what this brand's about.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
let
at
it
the
go
end
to
of the
them.
day, Nike now is just a swoosh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not saying that their products are bad or anything. I think the products are great, but it's like, yeah, it's going to happen. So,
well, it's also, I wonder too, because obviously we went through like a little bit with music when people were starting to use like AI for music, but then they came out with some sort of stuff to kind of regulate that, it seems like. So obviously artwork's a little different, but
I don't think, are there regulations, or people just started suing people?
Well, I'm sure that's
yeah,
probably,
I've just started suing left and right.
that's
at
probably
that
what
point.
happened. But regardless, you don't hear about it as often.
Yeah, right. You did for a while. Like
there was,
AI
like-
Drake song.
Yeah.
Drake used AI on the one diss track. So it's like,
And I think, like you said, like there is a time and place where it's going to be beneficial for you as an artist, not just as the business owner, but it's like figuring out how to not take away the artistry from it
exactly.
while using it.
And like, I can use AI to like set up, I mean, it's so fast. So, hey, can you set up a mock-up of what this shirt would look like in our art style? And it does a pretty decent job. It's just like, people will have 6 fingers or the faces will be messed up. You know what I mean? So you can tell it's not correct, but at the end of the day, it's close.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's only... Yeah, I mean, I use it in here for administrative tasks. ChatGPT just to speed shit up for me. That's
100%.
about it. Yeah, our field, I don't know. I don't think you can ever take away this in-person community and coaching. So
yeah, and for me, like sometimes, like, you know, I'll use it to help me if I'm having a hard time writing like a program for somebody.
Yeah,
it's almost like helping me decipher my own thoughts.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that's what it is. It's like, all right, and then it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's like that person, not a person, but like that thing there to give you like reassurance that you're picking the right thing.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's true, man. Appreciate you doing this again, man.
Absolutely. Anything else you got?
What's your can't miss bet for the Super Bowl?
Can't miss bet.
Oh God, are you a bettor? Are you a DraftKings?
Listen, I was. I had to calm down.
Well,
but
when you're not giving yourself a salary, I understand.
yeah. My can't miss bet, I'm gonna go Seahawks. If you can still get them -3.5, I think it's up to -4.5.
Okay.
If you can get them at -3.5, that's the go-to bet.
And who's winning MVP?
JSN.
I'm gonna my dark horse, Cooper Kupp.
Really?
Second Super Bowl MVP.
Listen, that's crazy. 16 catches, 183 yards from JSN.
That's what you think's gonna happen?
JSN's going crazy.
I could see that happening.
He's going crazy.
But Christian Gonzalez is a dog too, so.
But I think he's gonna stay on the outside. I don't know if he's gonna line up on the inside.
Jay, give me prop bets. Are prop bets out yet?
Oh,
that's what I'm about.
There's definitely some.
I want prop bets right now.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's get the prop bets up.
Yeah, let's talk about prop bets.
Listen, if any of these win, this is episodes out before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it'll come out before.
Okay, then I need $5 off every winning bet. That's all that matters.
I mean, like Bad Bunny, I'm just not super familiar, so I can't like guess songs. I know that's always a fun one.
Yeah,
I
guess so.
I don't know the names.
I love his music.
I love his music.
I can't name.
But like
names.
naming some of them, and like I don't know what his most popular song is right now.
Yeah.
And, like, so, that's a tough one.
So I know that'll be great, but Jay, I don't know any of them.
So far, I'm just seeing the classics, the color of Gatorade,
Oh,
coin
yeah.
flip.
What color Gatorade? What's the highest one?
Let's see, what's the favorite on that? The favorite for Gatorade is
Yellow.
orange.
Yes.
Yellow, green, lime is second, right behind it, then blue.
Oh, give me orange. I think orange is going to be this year's.
Orange is the favorite. And then, yeah, of course, you got the timing of the national anthem.
Yeah, that's always the
over
thing.
under 2 minutes.
Who's singing the national anthem? That's the determining factor right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
I know who it is too. I'll find
no
it.
idea.
Give you a second.
I'm going under 2 minutes this year.
Then
A minute 53.
Will Bad Bunny perform an unreleased song?
No, he's too big.
Does he bring anybody out?
Charlie Puth is doing
Ooh,
is doing the.
that's good. I'm gonna go minute 59 now. I'm going under too.
All right, let me see
It's
what
a
else.
tough
I know
one.
there's a lot of fun.
I'm gonna go over.
Over?
I'm going over.
Mike, what do you got?
Charlie Puth. 2 minutes. I don't even know what the standard is. I'll take the under. 2 minutes seems long to belt
You
one
gotta
out.
take the under on that.
Yeah, you got it. 2
Taking the
minutes is
over.
a long time.
I'm
I'm risking it for the biscuit.
You're risking it for the biscuit. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm going under. I'm going 158 now.
So you got Bad Bunny halftime, Charlie Puth national anthem, Coco Jones Lift Every Voice and Sing, and Brandy Carlisle is doing America the Beautiful.
Yeah, here's why you got to go under. Last year was John Batiste, who's, soulful singer.
Yeah.
He stayed under. So if he stayed under, Charlie Puth's staying under.
Yeah,
fair.
I like that. I like those bets right there. I like those bets. Is there any other fun ones we got?
I'm gonna hunt a little bit if you guys want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're good.
We got to hunt.
Yeah.
So the longest was Alicia Keys.
How long?
2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Whew.
Yeah,
She had a
seems like-
piano and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. If Charlie Puth is just singing, we're good.
Lady Gaga was 2:22.
Oh,
Yeah, and she belts it.
Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church were 2:16. Jennifer Hudson was 2:10.
I could see that.
Neil Diamond was 1 minute and 2 seconds.
A
Did
minute.
you even,
said,
did you
"Get
even
this
sing?
done."
Did you even
Yeah.
sing it?
What did you just sing a verse?
Neil
Like,
Diamond.
what are we doing?
Is that the Sweet Caroline guy? Is that Neil Diamond?
No.
I don't think so. Is it?
No, isn't that,
No,
isn't that Tom Petty?
No, that's no Jordan. That's
Sweet. I don't know.
no.
I don't know who it is, so I'm not
Oh,
gonna
it is
lie.
Neil Diamond.
It
It's
is.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike, we'll shut the hell up over here, brother. You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
But no, I mean a minute two. What are you doing out there? Dude's just
Guy
saying
had
words.
somewhere to
John Batiste was 159.
Ugh. Yeah, listen, I feel like Charlie's not like a.
Chris Stapleton 201.
I'd be so mad. Imagine losing on 1 second. Ooh,
Or winning by 1 second.
or winning by 1
Is
second.
this why pro sports have to stop like the prop bets?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
this is where people are getting in trouble and they're
They have, to stop,
cheating.
they have to stop the unders with a lot of it because the unders is where people get in trouble
Like if so and so plays under this many minutes,
or scores under this many points.
Yeah.
That's where all the guys that are getting in trouble, like that's what it
or
was.
baseball was the guy saying he was going to throw a ball on this specific
Yeah.
pitch,
Yep.
Yeah, there's some really great analysis videos of that. That was crazy.
where you
Yeah.
see the actual pitch and he just like
Yeah, it was every single time it was the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah.
Every single time, and it was like they have this percentage. It's a stat of like when you miss bad
Yeah.
as a pitcher, and he was good for like 8% of his pitches, but on his first pitches in the ninth inning, it was like 25%.
Yeah.
It's like
Jesus.
you can't.
Well,
cover
it's
that
funny
up.
because Pierce and I went down a dark hole of betting on the pitch speed thing because like pitchers are very consistent with their pitch speed. So like there was one day like I in like an hour made like $400. I was like, and then I stopped myself because
He's killing.
it was bad. Because then I lost a good amount after that too. I didn't go negative from it, but like I was like, okay,
because you feel so good. I don't gamble. I never have because you feel so good. Like
Well,
I got this.
it's
and
like-
you keep going.
it's that, and you also go. It's like okay, I lost that one, and as the big thing is if you keep with that like the same number, you're not like okay.
Yeah.
I lost 25 here, so now I'm going to bet 50. Like,
Yeah.
no, don't fucking do that.
No,
That's-
just keep betting.
keep it the same, and then it usually slowly will come back if you know what you're doing. But with what Jordy's saying, I noticed it at some point they stopped letting you do the first pitch of an inning.
Really?
Like they wouldn't let you do the first pitch of an inning.
yeah.
You could do first pitch of any at bat except for like the first batter of the inning. So I wonder if that started to crack down because of that. I don't know if they still allow you to do the pitch speed or not. But
Yeah. I think eventually you just got to cut prop bets out.
Right.
You just got to cut them all out. Like
I don't
there's.
know if they can.
I
think
think they're too far gone. But
That's
yeah,
why I
Well,
think they're going to cut the unders.
maybe.
And then
yeah.
you had like old school mob Chauncey Billups in a hotel room.
Yeah, that's
They're running
different.
poker games.
That's not
different, though.
DraftKings.
Yeah, that's just a wild like yo. You are a multi-million-dollar coach. What are you doing? What are you doing, Chauncey? That being said, let me make you a shirt for you.
Somebody had something on him, and he
Yeah.
had to. So,
You had to do something.
but yeah, I think it'll be. I
But
won't
that
be
shirt with those Pistons teams that you had, like a Ben Wallace, like
Bad boy.
was it
No, that's not the Bad Boys.
Not the Bad Boys Part 2, I should say.
Yeah.
Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, the mask
Tayshaun
on
Prince.
Yeah, Tayshaun
That'd be the
Prince.
starting
Stacked.
5 on the shirt.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Mhm.
Those guys were so good.
You still need an Allen Iverson one.
I do. I'm lacking.
You know what
That's
I
the one. That's the one I need. Is an
Yeah.
Allen
You know
Iverson
what I
one.
want?
Fair.
I want a your fathead ones. Is that what
Yeah.
you call them?
Yeah, the fatheads.
I want a Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah,
a Little Wayne fathead would be sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 3 fatheads that I came when you posted that was
Yeah.
or 4 because I said Dennis Rodman, which was you came out with and I have it, but then I was like Allen Iverson, Mike Tyson, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Mike Tyson fathead with the tattoo would be
Mhm.
sick. Like the big tattoo on the side.
The
would be-
Iverson half cornrows, half afro would
Yeah, that would be electric.
because I had like the old T-shirt. It was a red T-shirt, had 4 pictures of him with a half cornrows, half afro, and I was
So
like,
sick. Such a legendary pick.
Yeah.
Him getting cornrowed on the sideline
Yeah.
too.
by his
It's-
mom.
Yeah, that's insane. Insane.
He's one of my favorites of all time,
Yeah,
hands down,
easily.
hands down.
Easily.
And shout out D Rose for also getting his number retired.
I was actually happy for him.
Yeah.
I was like, Rose deserved that.
Him early on was unreal.
Yeah, it was electric.
He's the
Dude,
most exciting basketball player I ever watched when he first came in.
dude, it was him and young LeBron were just absolutely.
People forget too. I've like videos when I was on Instagram, like a bunch of LeBron stuff would come up and whatnot, and I'm like, this man was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
you forget because he's been playing for
We're-
so damn long.
Yeah.
We're all in our low 30s, mid 30s, 3 of us, and Jordy, you had a LeBron jersey in like the 5th grade.
Yeah, it was his rookie season. We were in Florida. I wore it
That's
to
so
a Magic
nuts.
game. They weren't playing the Cavs, but I just
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta rock it. Gotta rock it.
Yeah.
Gotta rock it.
Anything good, Jay, or no? I know
not
it's
super interesting.
the hard part
They
is when
got,
there's a-
which Bay Area landmark will be shown first? Golden Gate Bridge or Alcatraz Island? That's easy.
Yeah, Golden
Golden
State
Bridge, yeah.
I'm gonna show the bridge. Will the Patriots linebacker catch a touchdown pass?
That's actually a good one because Mike Vrabel.
That's why
Yeah.
they did it.
Mike Vrabel, I think, has 2 catches,
2
1
touch-
yard, 2 touchdowns, or something
Yeah.
like that in the Super Bowl. Or
That's correct. And in his career, he has 10 passes, 10 touchdowns,
Yeah.
or 10 receptions, 10 touchdowns.
That is
Whoa.
insane.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
That is sick.
That's efficient. I think that's the toughest thing for me is like I'm not a Patriot. I only really hated the Patriots because I'm not a Bill Belichick fan.
Yeah.
But I love Mike Vrabel. So
Oh,
it's,
Mike Vrabel's
it's so hard
cool.
to like.
Yeah,
that
you
he's the
can't
Patriots
root
coach,
against them.
But fuck the Patriots.
Yeah.
Seahawks all the way.
Seahawks. That's what I'm going with.
Sam Darnold redemption time.
Yep.
Man, will there be a streaker?
I don't
like,
know.
That's
No.
that's like no, probably not. But that one's crazy because like if you're maniacal enough, you math out your Super Bowl ticket and the
That's
fine
what the
that you're
guy,
gonna
one guy
pay.
did. The
Yeah.
one guy did that.
Yeah, did he?
I think the one
Yeah.
guy that did that. He said he knew how much he mapped it all out and like
Do it.
and
Paid
did,
it.
Yeah.
And fucking.
Because like
Did
it's
it.
like you like it's not like you're doing like anything like you spend like a night in jail maybe.
That's
like,
probably
Yeah.
You pay some money,
You
and
pay
everybody,
some money.
and everybody saw your balls.
Yeah.
And that's-
And you might get banned from going ever again, but whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Worth
go
it.
again anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
Nah,
Anthony,
that's
don't go
really it.
streaking. You
Yeah,
gotta be able,
listen,
you gotta
I
be,
might need to.
you got to be able to show up for the Super Bowl. Are you going again this year?
Yeah, I'll probably be there.
Yeah,
So.
because I remember when you said when I came to the shop, you weren't 100% sure.
Yeah,
if
it
you
wasn't
were-
100%. We have a radio show we have to do, and then there's a couple other things. So there's a show. It's like the Canada ESPN that I might be on, so I got to go over there
Oh yeah.
and do some things. So we'll see if I'm going to stay at the Super Bowl or just do that or vent, and we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. You've been on the move because you were out west recently.
Yeah, I was out in Vegas doing the sports licensing show. I was in Chicago doing Cubs Con for what is it? The backyard baseball. So
Mhm.
that was cool. And then just running around here, making sure the shop's
you
running.
did something with what'd you do recently? Didn't you do like a T-shirt giveaway or something with
Which one?
McDonald's.
Les?
Oh yeah. We gave over. I think we gave away just right around 250 shirts
Mhm.
for people in need at McDonald's. So that
Mhm.
was pretty cool. It was, really,
was that with Les?
Yeah, it was with
Yeah.
Les.
Shout
Guy I
out Les.
love. Yep. Shout out Les. Love that guy.
Fucking goon. He's such a goon, but such a good kid, dude.
Yeah,
such a good
such
dude.
a good kid. Absolutely.
Trying to see if there's any other cool questions that we had in here.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I
Yeah.
always like talking to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I appreciate it,
you.
man.
I
And
appreciate you guys.
your shit's awesome, and you're doing it.
All right, that's all we can do. Just keep on doing. You know what I mean? Keep swimming, and we're moving.
Hell yeah, man.
That's it,
All
baby.
right.
Keep swimming.
Guys,
All right,
keep
man,
swimming.
Anthony. I appreciate you, man.
All right, appreciate you guys.
We'll catch everybody next time. Thank you.